Yeah. Oh my God. I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address, and now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. Just fighting in there.
It's inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
And boom.
Hello?
It was your fault, wasn't it, Adam?
No.
You didn't update your driver cards, did you, Adam?
I don't think that was me. But so sorry we were late, guys. We were very professional.
Yeah, well. It's one of those things, thank goodness for my husband. He had just walked back in the door. Husband, do I got any updates on my computer to do? And he's just like, yep. And as soon as did it, then it's all fine again.
And I do want to apologize in advance because there's a high probability you may hear either a dog bark or a baby scream at some point.
Oh goodness, yeah, Daniel. He has a new puppy. I saw that. Such a cute little thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he had to drive quite a ways to get it though.
Yeah, but yeah. Kentucky.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, he meant. All the way to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hey, is that what Kentucky Fried Chicken was invented? I'm going to assume, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Corbin, Kentucky.
Corbin, Kentucky.
that is where KFC came from.
Yeah, I remember reading this story on that actually a while back about, and me and my husband actually made the batter, and it actually tasted pretty good. The secret batter. Anyways, hey, you guys, how are you guys all doing? Yeah, it's a good 5-hour live last night. This one's not going to be a 5-hour live.
No.
Just saying. On there, but so if you do hear a baby in the background, that's Adam throwing his voice, like a ventriloquist, eh? and then when he goes,
I met my parents for the weekend, so yeah, there's like I said, there's a high probability you'll hear a dog bark, or a baby cry.
The dog barking is me.
Cute.
Yeah. Aw. Oh, poor. It's all good, Adam. It's fine. So, update, of course, on Dylan Rounds, and we talked about it last night as well. And then and then we'll talk about Nicola Bulley just a little bit as well. Anyways, typical Skittles. I think Skittles is running the chat here. Hey, Skittles. Hey, Cheryl. How are you? And of course, it's Crime Shames in the house. Aspen Connor, Rose. Hey, Rose. Peace Not Silence or Never Silent. I know it's just when somebody has a name, and then it's hard for me to go back on it when I've been calling him Peace Not Silence for so long. Or we could just stick to Daniel, one of the two. Yeah, that's like such a cute dog. Anyways, I'm not Streamlabs in the house. Streamlabs, you being good for a change? Yeah, because lately it seems like I always have to do it a couple times. It's been very tardy.
Right.
But anyways, you guys, again, just a yoga live, and uh, we're gonna go over the document for Dylan Rounds.
Ugh,
Yeah, just heartbreaking.
right.
It's just so heartbreaking. You know that he's gone. You just know it.
Especially now.
But then when you're literally reading, so they found apparently the phone in a pond not that long ago, which would give them the pretty much the crucial evidence that they needed.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. I'll be interested to discuss it like after we read that document. Just
I know, yeah. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's bring up the document.
right. And it's not long, everyone. It's only 2 pages.
Yeah. Um, there's the boy right there. That's from Candace Cooley, which is his mom.
Right.
That's from her, Facebook there as well. Actually,
And now, is everyone familiar with Dylan Rounds and his disappearance? Just a really brief, if not, he is a 19-year-old, right, Sonny?
correct.
That went missing. It was Memorial Day weekend last year in 2022. This is Eastern Idaho, and he was starting. Oh, Utah.
Utah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was Utah, but it was on the border of Idaho. I'm so used to saying Idaho lately, but he was starting his own farm, and he talked to his grandma on the phone, and then no one ever saw him again. And so someone was arrested early on unrelated charges, and then yesterday, I believe it was, they formally charged James Brenner, who was the person that was already in custody, with first degree unaliving and desecration of a corpse.
Yeah.
Sorry to be graphic.
So yeah, you know what? Before I bring up the documents, actually, I'm just gonna play one quick thing. It's just a little over a minute long. Just a little quick thing that I made. So I'm just gonna play that first quickly, and let's see here. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's just something I just put together for both of Nicola, and you're muted.
That was very sweet.
Yeah, it was just something. It takes a little while to do that, but I love my Wondershare program. Allows you to do such cool things all the time. But anyways,
And I love the new effects that are on there. Sorry.
oh yeah, me too. ORG. I know I was playing with those all a few days ago. I was like downloading all those new effects. I especially like the one where the voice changer one
Oh, I
too.
haven't played with that one yet. I just meant
Oh,
like the hearts and the stars. Like,
oh, trust me, there's so much more.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't
Yeah,
played with
yeah,
the voice ones though.
yeah. Um, so let's do. Okay. So let's go over to this here. Okay. Um, do you have yours open, Adam, or do you want me to read?
Here, let me get it open if you want to start.
Okay, I'll do the first one. You can do the second here.
Okay.
So the first one is basically in the first judicial district court, Box Elder County, state of Utah, plaintiff versus James A. Brenner. Okay, so which is of course the defendant. Status in custody. The undersigned prosecuting attorney states on information and belief that the above named defendant in Box Elder County, state of Utah, committed the following crimes: aggravated homicide, first degree felony in violation of Utah Code. Here is this. I'm not sure if this is big enough for everybody or not, but anyway, sorry. Utah Code 76 5 202 as follows: that on or about May 28th of 2022, I guess that's coming up soon, isn't it? For a year, the defendant did one, intentionally or knowingly caused the death of another, and the defendant, the actor, previously committed or was convicted of an an offense committed in another jurisdiction, which, if committed in this state, would be a violation of a crime listed in subsection 1, blah blah, and offense committed in another jurisdiction, which is committed in this state, would be a violation of the crime listed in the subsection.
Page 2 reads, count 2, abuse or desecration of a human body, and the third degree felony in violation of Utah Code 769704 as follows: that on or about May 28th, 2022, the defendant did intentionally and unlawfully disturb, move, remove, conceal, or destroy a dead human body or any part of it. This information is based on evidence obtained from Detective Zachary Richard Moore, dated the 3rd of March, 2023. And then it goes on to read, and this is the part that is the most telling and I think disturbing in the paperwork. But it reads, factual basis, probable cause statement. The 19-year-old victim was reported as a missing persons on or about May 30th, 2022. Sheriff's deputies, along with search and rescue crews, immediately got to work on efforts to locate the victims, but were unsuccessful. During the search, deputies discovered a pair of boots belonging to the victim nearby. One boot had a blood stain that DNA analysis confirmed belonged to the victim, in addition to DNA belonging to the defendant. The victim's phone records were also obtained, which showed movement on the day of his disappearance on a remote property in Lucin, where the defendant was squatting. Phone data showed that the last signal from the victim's phone was at the Lucin pond, and a search of the pond led to the discovery of the victim's phone. A digital forensic download of the phone was conducted and led to the discovery of a time-lapse video with a timestamp taken at the time of the victim's disappearance. The video showed the defendant with bloodstains on his arms and shirt as he is cleaning a gun. The shirt which the defendant is wearing in the video was analyzed, and the victim's DNA was found on the shirt. Defendant was interviewed and made several claims that corroborated forensic evidence, in addition to making numerous demonstrably false statements. Despite a thorough investigation and extensive search, the victim's body was not recovered due to defendant removing it and concealing it.
Yeah, okay. Let me just back over here and on there. So, yeah. So obviously, hey Helen, hey Kathy. So obviously, very telling. There is
so sad.
Yeah, is basically that he obviously had it on record and he showed himself. So, how do you think that happened? Do you
I would
think
say, do you think he showed? Do you think he was on film as he committed the act, or do you think he was he filming himself cleaning the? I mean, well, clearly he's on film cleaning the gun. So I'm like, did that happen before?
phone? Okay. At Lucian Pond, in the search of the pond led to discover the victim's phone.
When this was on the victim's phone, right? This was on Dylan's phone.
Yes. Yes. A digital forensic download of the phone was conducted and led to the discovery of the time lapse. Okay, the video showed the defendant with bloodstains on his arm and shirt as he is cleaning the gun.
So James
on-
Brenner used Dylan's phone to record himself cleaning the gun. That's how I take that as.
And then he threw it in the pond?
That's what I take it as.
Doesn't make
Well,
sense.
I'm assuming James Brenner didn't have a phone.
Right. But it doesn't make it. I mean, it doesn't make sense that someone would do that and then throw it in the pond. So he must have accidentally hit.
Well, when did he might have thrown that phone in the pond later. Once like, Dylan was reported missing, he might have got rid of that phone.
But I guess he's old. Probably doesn't know technology too well.
Right. And I remember there was a rumor that he has a past with narcotics, so there could be that aspect as well. He might not have been as right in his sound body and mind.
Yeah. You know what? I guess it doesn't really matter. That's for them to, like I said, use whatever evidence to charge.
Absolutely.
But at least there's the evidence there too.
But once again, here we are with a case that received national attention or worldwide attention, and yet another example of. I mean, it's a very like recent thing that we live in this world now where we not only have DNA, but now we have forensic DNA.
Yeah.
I mean, digital DNA. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. Because this is the third. Look at every case we talk about now. Everything ends up centering around cell phones. Mm-hmm. Nicola Bulley.
Yeah.
Libby Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Hanish.
Yeah.
I mean, cell phones are the damning thing in every case almost.
Yeah. And it's because, pretty much, and Brian Koberger. Murdoch. Because because everyone always has their phone,
mm-hmm.
And even those people that claim that they don't know how to message back, they have their phone typically on there, because that people that's the cat.
I didn't hear it.
It's a different one. That's Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy.
What I call her Chrissy. That's Montana.
At least, Sonny. At least we are talking about digital DNA. I guess here's our digital DNA because we're live on YouTube all the time. So
right.
You're like, oh look, their phone was logged into StreamYard.
Yeah, but that's the thing of it. Like I said, people have their phones all the time with them. They're their best friends. It's definitely my best friend. Okay. Montana's not going to, I said Chrissy, but Chrissy was the old cat. Montana's not going to stop meowing until I get her out of here because she's a daddy Sookie. Be right back.
Oh. Yeah, never silent, exactly. I mean, I just pray they're able to recover whatever's possible so that, Candace and Dylan's dad, whose first name is escaping me right now, can bring their boy home. And
is it Justin?
Justin's the stepdad, I believe, isn't he?
That's what I thought. Yeah, I think Justin's the stepdad. Yeah.
I could be wrong. I mean, but
well, Candace's thing said Justin and I.
Yeah. Maybe Justin is the dad.
I think Justin is the dad.
I think Justin might be the dad.
Yeah.
I can't remember the stepdad's name then.
Yeah, I think
Sorry, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Lacey said you didn't miss anything about. We haven't talked about Nicola yet.
No. Yeah, I'll show you something in a few more minutes again. Lacey. But we haven't talked about it. I only showed a little video that I had quickly made for
Right.
Dylan and for Nicola. And but yeah, so we haven't really got into the Nicola Bulley case yet. But yeah, so sorry, Adam, what were you saying there?
Oh no, I was just reading Never Silence comment and you know, saying that I hope that, you know, whatever justice can be served, you know, and I just want them to be able to bring their boy home, whatever's possible, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like there's a few cases like Suzanne Morphew, for instance, the Suzanne Morphew case. Well, you know, Barry Morphew was a hunter, and you know, Barry, you know how people, and it goes with almost everyone, they might be smart in the streets, but they might not be book smart, or a Koberger case where they're smart in the books, but they're maybe not so bright on committing a crime, stuff like that. So Barry Morphew, I don't even know if they will find Suzanne Morphew. Do you know? Because, and it's kind of like, sorry, shoot, what's her name? Oh, why am I? It's eluding me. The one that went missing on January 1st. Even Anna. Thank you.
Oh, Anna Walsh.
Yeah. Okay. Like, chances that, again, is like, you know, whether they end up, and this is in a wood chipper, you know, through basically the grinding and stuff like that. It's just really sad that when you kind of think that's a lot of, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like just putting them someone somewhere isn't good enough anymore. They have to like do way worse things to, you know, people's bodies. But anyways, so so again, who knows if Dylan Rounds will ever be found? I really hope so. You know, my heart just breaks for anyone that would have to literally not have that, you know, that, I don't know, that place for their child or their relative to rest properly. Oh my God, like the hurt on the heart that must feel like. It's just unbearable to even think of, to be honest with you. And hello, Lacey. I thought of your prize. I'm gonna get one day. Don't worry. What's that? Okay, and then hi CJK, how are you? Yes, I mean, like the Dylan Rounds case was a case that we were following, and kind of like anything, right? You know, sometimes it's not that they kind of sizzle out, but not really. It's not like you forget about them. You know that they're there, and it's kind of like the Delphi. You know, Delphi is there. You know, the Koberger case is there, but usually when there's somebody under arrest, you know, then it just becomes about a waiting game of trial
Right.
and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is that the Brenner guy, you know, was the most likely suspect there. And then it was just a matter of charges being brought in. Yeah.
Right. I agree. And, you know, and of course, you know, like any case, you know, we're not just going to talk about, you know, I mean, we talk about Delphi, of course, you know, all the time, but, you know, that's because that's where, you know, our hearts are always with Libby and Abby and their families. But, you know, like with Dylan's case, I mean, after James Brenner was arrested and they hadn't found him, there really wasn't a ton to talk about. And so, you know, to talk about it every night would have been just kind of cringy a little bit. So, you know, but as soon as there's something that happens, like Ray Hanish, you know, as well, you know, I mean, look, nothing was happening in that case. We didn't honestly think that anything might ever happen. I mean, we both hoped that something would.
Yeah. Adam, because you followed this case a little bit more than me, he befriended him.
He did. And James. So Dylan was starting out as his very own farm. I believe his grandpa had left him some land, and James had worked for him a little bit in the past. And I know he was squatting on the land nearby.
Yeah.
That's apparently not as uncommon as it sounds to a lot of us in like some of these rural areas in like Utah, out west, because people go to these areas a lot of times to get off the grid. They go away to kind of be remote and to be away from everything. Which the older I get, the better that sounds actually. But yeah, by all accounts, this guy, kind of seemed like a grifter.
Yeah. Why is
Yeah, and
doing this?
Kathy
Okay.
Dillon did know him, but
So
I don't know how well they knew each other. There had been reports that they'd had an altercation in the past about something, but
like,
right. And CJK, I believe this landowner actually lives in Colorado, so he was aware, I think, of sometimes people, like if someone has property like that, sometimes they'll allow someone to squat on their property if they're taking care of it, kind of, because they kind of in a way get someone to look out for their property and they don't have to pay them. I'm not sure the arrangement that they had, but
I doubt this is going to let me go down.
Yeah.
Too much.
I mean, you don't get more remote than this. I mean, Dylan, would was it 40 minutes, I think, into town where he would go get pizza sometimes. And
right. It was like 5 miles to his RV, and he'd walk 5 miles to wherever the RV was. I think it was over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was somewhere over here.
Yeah,
The
and
RV,
CGK, I've never heard anything about that check. I don't know if the check plays into it or not. I don't know if the check is real.
What?
I mean, the check that a lot of people, it's been speculated that Dylan received to use for farming, like a subsidy almost.
Oh,
I believe it was I believe was it $30,000 that the rumor was that it was for. Like I said, some of that I'm going back to last summer with my memory from, but
yeah. I'd have to Google that myself right now.
Right, Helen, you're right. I believe the official actual number in the USA every year, of missing persons, and the majority of this is not. They have not met foul play, but it's 600,000. And like I said, the vast majority of that is people that just go, missing for a day or two. But that's a huge number of people every year to go missing.
Oh yeah. I don't see it off the top of my thing here, but it was something like that, Adam. It's been a while, but it was something like that. 30K. I haven't. So yeah.
Yeah, it's more than 600,000 go missing annually in the United States. That's according to the U.S. Department of Justice.
It's crazy.
And like I said, the majority of those are, of course, found.
Yeah. So. I was gonna say. I mean, there's really not much more to say about it, to be honest with you. It's just a matter of hopefully Brenner confesses. And if not, hopefully they find Dylan Rounds and hopefully justice will prevail. Well, I'm pretty sure it will with the evidence that they have there.
Right. Well, I mean, from what little we know, I mean, it sounds like this guy is up a creek. And so the best thing he probably could do is tell the authorities where Dylan's remains are.
let me just pull that back open for a second, and I'll for anyone.
Hey, Deb.
Um, that's him right there, James Brenner.
Mhm.
Why? Right? Why? Right? Always these cases, are why? Why? Hey, Deb. Hey, good. What you got cooking? Um, I look at this guy, and I look at poor little Dylan, and it's just why,
He had his whole life ahead of him.
hmm
He was
Okay,
a
so
kid with a head on his shoulders. Sorry, Sonny. Do we have a little lag again?
no, go ahead.
I was,
Nope, no,
Dylan was, a bright, young, driven
right.
child or kid that, really didn't seem. He seemed, a little different than a lot of people that are 19 years old because he had so much determination and drive that.
Sure.
I mean, he had his whole life ahead of him, and here this POS loser. Who knows what that motive is?
I know. And a gun, you know? Remember the gun was said to have been put back in the trailer?
Mm-hmm. I think there was reports that there was still one missing, but I don't know for certain. Right, Kathy. He was not squatting on Dylan's property. He was squatting on a property that Dylan parked his grain truck at. The land that Dylan had didn't have any buildings on it other than 2 trailers, so he would park his grain truck at the property that James Brenner was squatting on. And the reason that he went to park his truck there that night was because it was getting ready to rain, and so he had just gotten seed to plant in his fields, and he didn't want it to get wet. So James Brenner wasn't squatting on Dylan's property. He was squatting on the property adjacent to it, which is where he would park his truck.
So James Brenner camper was here, and Dylan's boots, one boot was found over there.
Right.
Just
which
to
now
give
we
you
know
a little bit of.
Yeah.
And that boot had. Yeah. Go
ahead. Which we know now had both Dylan's blood on it and James' DNA on it.
Yeah.
You will also hear him referred to as Jim, but so if you ever heard anyone say Jim Brenner, it's the same. They're talking about James.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just my head's in the place of thinking about his parents, thinking about this poor kid that had such a bright future ahead of him, such a go-getter, and that POS took his life, snuffed his life out. And how do these people walk around the planet?
Like all cockroaches do.
It takes all kinds,
Yeah.
It's it's just not like these husbands and these,
right.
But Brian Koberger's like, where do you
look at a Richard Allen?
That level?
Look at a Richard Allen. How do you live a mile? How do you live a mile from the Monon High Bridge for 5.5 years, and you sit there with the wanted poster of you behind you, at JC's Bar and Grill, and then do your little dance and pool and karaoke. And I think the reason we can't understand it is good, because that means our minds don't work that way. Sorry.
It's kind of like how I feel about like with Richard Allen with that poster behind him. It's like every day, dude. You have to, regardless if he was the actual one that did the unaliving or homicides to Abby and Libby, regardless, he's the person on the bridge. He was part of it, regardless, And then he sees this picture, and it's almost like you can almost just feel this smirk going across his face. But yet, by the same token, every night, every day, he has to watch his back. If he here's a cop siren, in a sense, are they coming for me? The nightmares, whatever, unless you have literally zero soul,
I don't care.
No,
I have no sympathy.
The thing that I find disturbing is that. So how do you win this battle? If everyone's scared of intercepting or helping somebody out nowadays, for the most part, because more people are. Before, people used to just, things were done quite differently. But in society now, society has grown a lot more passive because everyone's afraid that they're going to get knifed or this and that. And it's not like it's not true that that's happening, because that's all we see across, especially with the internet, right? You didn't see all that stuff before. So it didn't seem as, as big, huge. But when you have the internet, right, and you can watch all these stories day after day after day,
every day,
and then it does put some fear into you because you're like watching this stuff and you're like, dang. And so nobody wants to do stuff, but then yet that is giving the power into their hands by the same token, And this is why I hate it when people, like, again, there's good apples in LE and there's bad apples in LE, and there's bad mistakes that happen, and you know that they are, and there's nothing you can do about them, and it's just sloppy work. But as a whole, LE and that police officers, they're there to help when, but even they get so badly disrespected, around the world because they sensationalize all the bad things, and you don't see as much promoting of all the good things that they do, which far outweighs the bad things that go on. But news only ever shows typically the bad things about what this cop did or this camera did. People pulling out their phones, recording people, antagonizing them and stuff like that. Do I feel it's wrong that people can just go around recording like JLR does? Do I feel like that's an invasion of people's privacy? I do, but yet you're on a public street, so it's acceptable. But yet, people go now. I can understand on a public street, but a lot of these TikTokers and everything are in freaking Walmarts and all these other stores. And to me, I don't know. I'm just not in such agreement of that, because I have constantly watched these videos where people are literally, they're such narcissistic. They're like, are you getting mad at me, sir? Sir, I'm being calm and rational. I think you're the one that's being irrational, sir. Meanwhile, the person behind the camera is an absolute, piece of crap behind it. And yet they're playing like what my ex-husband tried to do to me. Are you getting angry? Am I going to have to take you? Right, absolutely. And that's the part that I cannot stand. When people take their phones out and record like there's some sort of princess or prince behind it, and yet they're just literally, trying to make it seem one way when it's not, Right?
Excuse me, ma'am.
I would get irritated if someone was up in my face.
Are you getting angry, ma'am?
Yes, I am. Can you tell?
Yeah, I think you just need to calm down a little bit. I'm being very calm.
Yeah. And then when people say, when they talk back in that tone, like, well, I think it's a you problem, not a me problem.
Right. I would never
You know,
clutch my pearls. I would
never.
never.
I know. I don't know. But bottom line is to me is like, how do you take back control of the world, or in a sense, because everybody's doesn't want to interject. You see all these shootings going on in schools nowadays. You don't even know, like I said, it's especially when you're in true crime, obviously you see it a lot more.
Oh,
But I just mean, so it's kind of like the bad guys are winning, because
I read a
everyone's
horrific
scared
story
of
this
them.
morning
They know it.
about a I read a horrific story this morning about there were 5 children that were siblings in foster care in Texas. 3 of them were found unalived. You know, they had been in foster care for a short time, and
What's
3 of them were killed. And of 3 of the 5 children, they've arrested someone for it. But I was like, how horrific!
well, look at the two little boys in California. What's their names? Um, those little black boys. What's their names? Um,
Oh,
oh, it's been a while since I paid attention. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, yes, they they were called like I can't even think of it. Yeah, it's like some. Oh, you guys remember what case I'm talking about? The 2 boys. It's bugging me. Can't think of
Orson.
their names. Orson, yeah. Um,
Thank you,
yeah,
Prabhupada.
Orson was one, and the other one was O as well. But they're other, yeah. Orson. Now I'm thinking of Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ray. Thank you. Yeah,
Orson and
that when I read that this morning, it
yeah.
was horrible. Wells.
Or, yeah. Thank you. Well, no, there was 2 of them, Orson and Orvin or something like that.
But their
It's
last
just that
name
I
was Wells.
haven't looked at the case in a while. I remember it, but yeah, I'm I'm not great with faces. I'm not great with names. I'm great with faces, better than
Yeah.
names. Yeah, and it was their foster parents, and they still have yet to find those boys. You know,
West.
West. That's it. West. Summer was Wells. West
Yeah.
is their last. Right. And they were finally arrested. But yet, where's the boys? And but anyways, let me quickly play this again for anyone that doesn't see, and then we're going to move on to the Nicola Bulley story on there. Okay, guys. So I'm just going to play that one more time. Just that little quick thing I made. As opposed to add us back to stream out of the other thing. Anyways, that was just a little something I had at the beginning of this live
Yeah.
here.
Good job. That was beautiful.
Just for yeah, I mean, I like doing the time, even simple ones like that. Take a bit of time to do for sure, because you know how it is gathering the pictures and then cutting, using your and stuff like that, and then doing it. And you have to think about exactly what you want to do. But anyways, just a little something for Nicola Bulley and Dylan Brown's there. So for Nicola Bulley, I wanted to bring this back up actually. So obviously that's Paul, the children, the two daughters, and Nicola. And prayers again for the family. I don't believe that Paul had anything whatsoever to do with it. Neither does Adam. Um, in the case of Nicola, are you still under that same thing, Adam? I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't feel that at all whatsoever. Anything that Paul had done. Now, so it says the inquest into the death of Nicola Bulley opened. So an inquest, let's see, by the senior coroner of Lancashire and Blackburn with Darwin. The coroner also ruled that her body could be released for a family funeral. The coroner's investigation will consider how Miss Bulley came to by her death. The investigation will take time to complete to ensure that a complete picture as possible of the facts concerning Miss Bulley's death is presented at the inquest. This will assist the family in understanding what occurred. As part of this process, HM Senior Coroner has requested Lancashire Constabulary produce information gathered during the search for Miss Bulley so it can be considered as part of the investigation. Whilst HM Senior Coroner considers this information, Lancashire Constabulary, I hate words like that, they twist in my mouth, have been asked by HM Coroner not to discuss the case in either social media or the mainstream media. The inquest has been listed to be heard at 10 a.m. on the June 26th of 2023 at the County Hall of Fishergate in Preston. Okay, so that's going to be in June. So again, anything now is just people again just speculating, and we're not going to be speculating. We've already had our little speculations going on with this case, and now really it's just a matter of respecting that until the actual autopsy report comes out, and then see what happens from there. It's one of those things is that, I'm still curious, like if it was an accident, did you do it yourself? I'm not really a believer in the whole somebody went and put her body back there after the fact thing myself, but each to their own on what their thoughts are on that one.
Yeah. I think whatever happened.
There was this one. Go ahead.
I think whatever happened at the water that day happened that day at that time.
Go ahead, Adam.
I don't think anything ever happened after the fact.
Sorry. Yeah. And sorry, Jeff. I had seen your question, but I'd pull up the thing ahead of that. I personally use Wondershare. Yeah. Oh, you put it already. Yeah. I use 3 programs in general, but Wondershare, again, if anyone wants to ever be a creator and use a really amazing program, Wondershare, awesome. If anyone, like, especially because there's a lot of females that watch, but it doesn't matter if it's male or female, but there's so many effects. And I have the 12.0 version, which is the latest, of course. And, there's so many different effects. I mean, but sometimes there's the odd time that they don't have exactly what I always want either. But then I always use Wondershare and I use Canva. And I do have an affiliate link for Canva. So if anyone ever is interested in Canva, the affiliate link's in the description of this video. I could do Wondershare too, but I haven't yet. I think I was going to, and then I was like, yeah, I'll look at that later. But anyways, and then I use the Meme Maker program. Sometimes those are really the 3 programs that I use. Canva in conjunction with Wondershare all the time. The Meme Maker one, I don't use as much anymore, but I still do use it, especially if I'm on my iPad, but I don't use it as much because between Canva and Wondershare, I can pretty much accomplish what I need to. So yeah, there's just a lot of great tools. Let's see. In the previous. You got a halo. I don't like this one better. Looks like a little box in the corner. Or little.
Yeah,
This has
I'm at my
been the
parents.
most boring day ever at work. Oh, uh, I mean, honestly, and I mean, an aneurysm is not impossible. I had a friend running around the bases playing baseball, and
Right.
he dropped on third and died of an aneurysm. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I
you
mean, I
never
kept
know.
saying,
Like honestly,
I kept saying
how fast.
possibly a medical event could have happened, and an aneurysm could definitely be possible.
Hmm. Um, I just want to take you. Okay, I want to take you to this person here who is disgusting POS. Okay, so no, thank you. Okay, so this dude is the guy that put that video out on TikTok and YouTube showing Nicola being recovered. Do you have a pay version of Canva? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, if anyone is interested, my affiliate link is in the description of this video. If anyone is interested,
Right.
it just, obviously, if you're an affiliate, it kind of helps. Yeah, if you
Right.
get it, I think it gives you. I don't know. I don't even know what
And
it gives you. To be honest, can't
of course, they
remember.
give you the best options on. They make
Anyway,
the best options
right.
are all
Mhm.
paid.
Yeah. When you can use each program for free. There's so many programs out there, but the thing is that for me personally, being a YouTube creator, I don't want free versions of stuff. I want to be able to access all the
Professional.
different trinkets that I can play with. Yeah. Yeah. And exactly. So I use the pro, and with Wondershare, just to let you know, Wondershare, you if somebody purchases, they can purchase it, but you'll want to get the free trial month of the effects, because if you don't have the effects, you're only limited to certain ones. So for me, it cost me about $30 a month. Like I said, these little programs add up. That's why when people donate and stuff like that, you guys really do help ease the pain a little bit. I know definitely my stuff must add up to over 200, to be honest. Um, because I pay, see, I'm Canadian, so I have to pay US money. So if it says like 19.99 to you guys, that's pretty much like $27 to me. So I know that I pay like basically $30 for the effects that I have for Wondershare, so I can use all the trinkets, because honestly, it's boring. It really sucks when you see them there and you can't use them. And me, because I like being creative, I just like to play with all the different options that you can to make and create, cool videos. Um, but anyways, the link to the people that go to posting a video with no respect whatsoever. Yeah. So this guy right here. Okay. So I clicked on a video yesterday, and it said something like, um, Nicola Bulley's sister Emma talks to me. Okay. That dude. Okay. Please never go visit Curtis Media. Okay. Now, I know that when I say that, people are going to hop on over there probably and go check it out. Um, but so he took so much slack for that video that he put out. Okay. And of course, he saw the errors of his ways and blah, bull crap. This dude is in it. Okay. So sure, he might like true crime, but he's in it for the money. Okay. That guy's totally in it for the money. He has no morals whatsoever. If you sit there and take and show and put somebody's body bag up to the camera, basically. So basically what he did was, according to him, is that he lied to get by the police and said that his car was over there. What he did was he hid in the grass. He propped his phone up so it was still recording while he hid in the grass. So basically, the camera, he said he didn't know what footage he had until, he got back to mainstream, media type of thing. So basically, he propped his phone up on the fence or whatever it was. Oh, no, that's fine. We go off subject all the time. It's common here. What would a live be if we didn't go off topic? But we're not talking about tacos right now, okay? No taco talk.
No taco.
But
No
anyways,
tacos tonight.
so yeah. So this says TikTok ghoul who filmed Nicola Bulley's body is still sharing 6 smears online. Again, you know what? I'm not going to get into it all. It's basically just saying that he's a POS, and for someone that, if I'm not mistaken, you guys, I'm pretty sure. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this is the same guy that pretended that. Remember when there was that part of in Nicola's case where this guy went out in these trees and was like, "Oh, the land is soft here," and then he has his phone and he goes, "Do do do do." Oh, hey, there's somebody here digging up that soft soil. Oh, hello, person. I don't know who you are, but you're here too. Or was like I said, call a spade when you see it, right? Anyways, sick, egotistical, narcissistic, loser, every other word I can think of. That's one of them right there in front of you. So, Curtis Media is his YouTube channel. Definitely just, he's a disgusting pig, is what he is. That's all he is. But you guys can go read the article if you want to on there. Well, you know what, Elizabeth, I'll give JLR more credit than this, to be honest with you.
Same.
I don't think even JLR would stoop that low. JLR might have a very unsavory past with frauding and stuff like that. But, if there's one thing I'm going to say, whether JLR is doing things for the coin, which, he is, but right, he's out and about all around doing stuff. Possibly he's finally doing something legit where he can earn money, because his goal is money. That's why he would sue all these people as well. So meaning his ulterior goal is money. But I don't think I'm going to put him quite in the same slime shade as this guy is. This guy seems more self-absorbed in a sense. Yeah, I'll give him a little bit. I'll give JLR more credit than this dude right here for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not I guess in my heart, but I can't speak for others. But in my personal heart, I just money ahead of people. It doesn't phase me, but that's not to say that a lot of other people don't, because there is a lot of people, it's just whatever somebody else's boundaries and whatever their moral line boundaries are. And that's up to them. I'm just not a fan when people put money before human beings. Money makes the world go round, but it's not number one. Or what you have in your wallet when you bite the dust. No one's going to care. You're going to be known for who you were as a person, And like I said, I will go to my deathbed now knowing that I led as best of it. I could have done probably better in a lot of things, but a good job at being a decent person on this earth, and that's why I don't have no guilty conscience about anything like that. I'm just an open book too. I just, nothing to hide. Here I am. No criminal history at all.
Sonny, you know what they're gonna find in your wallet?
What? Picture you?
The key to my heart.
Oh, Adam, that's so touching. So touching. Just trying to think of what Buster Murdaugh would say, right now if he was in my shoes. No,
What a
he can't.
tangled web we
But
weave.
anyways, I mean, but we weave when we first practice to deceive. Yep. You just start one line, it turns into another, and turns into another, and another, and then that's what I mean. Like, I would hate to have that type of heaviness on my back, you know. But each to their, you know. So other than that, with Nicola, could you be? And I know, didn't
Sonny,
right?
now's
Cold
your chance.
truth.
Sonny, now's your chance.
Imagine what
Deb
cold.
opened it. Deb opened the
I think
door.
cold truth put that green on.
And Deb, I think
All I
Sonny
saw
could
was
be.
a bunch of vomit bags coming out of cold. You think I could be cornier?
I'm pretty sure you. I'm pretty sure you could be.
I saved my corniness for my husband. Oh, Deb, you have the most miraculous eyes ever, and especially with that little dimple, Deb. A little dimple, Deb will do you. Go for the corn. That's it. I can't. I'm not a corny person, really. I am to my husband. Actually,
Yeah.
more I'm sillier than anything, to be honest. I'm not really a corny person. Yeah. I can't stand cheese too much. And I almost honestly upchucked in a bag when Adam did that. I was almost in shock for a second. I was like, what do I say? What do I say to that? Yeah, besides when we're teasing around. Yeah. Adam, you know I hate you, right? Okay. Yeah. Zippity. I'm just thinking how Cold Truth is feeling right now. She's like, what? She wouldn't fall for that crap either. You know what? Every time I see Grandma watches and I see the troll from Christmas time from you know, was it Rudolph? Bumble's Bounce or whatever. Sonny, we watch you all the time. Who are you trying to convince? Well, you know what? Ray would agree, and I'm pretty sure Grandma would, and Mel, right? When Dottie said that I had such a soft voice, I think like the voice of a rose. Do you remember this? And I don't think Ray could have laughed harder when, or when they said when Dottie said that.
I may or
You
may
know
not
what,
have
you
cut
guys?
in
I remember distinctly.
at that point, and I may or may have
I
not cut
remember
it. And been
distinctly
like,
though.
oh,
Yeah. I just remember though going into Greeno was trying to bash me on and his live, and I was just in. And the thing was, I can tell you, and I've told the story a few times because it made me laugh so hard that he was playing a video of mine, the one where I'm like or whatever, and anyways, and then everyone kept going, oh, her voice could put me to sleep. Her voice could tell me bedtime. And I know that I can have a seductive voice without trying. Not always, but I can. I do a lot of my life, so it doesn't shock me. You guys are just seeing the other side of me. That's all. I could talk sexy. I guess that's how. That's how subs. Adam, you talk sexier, and I'll talk sexier. Okay. Hi, Deb. How
hey,
are you doing today? If you could just search.
I got you, girl.
Hey. That's not sexy.
No,
He's gonna do like the Fonz move or something. Hey.
what's up?
Well, it's not as long as you're not peeing your pants there, Culture. Mal, I say Culture, but Mel. I look more like him now. I'm soaking in the tub. Looked at the picture. Hmm. It's very, very manly of you, Grandma. And heard that through the Murdoch. think you mean Murdoch. Murdoch was a TV show. I think she's thinking of that. About Stephen Smith, Anna Corchett. That's why. Oh,
Kyle Davis.
well, I don't know actually. Oh, well, where has he been around when we were doing Important Lives? Where was Kyle the other
This is
day?
an important live.
Were you hiding? Every life's important. At least to us, right?
Oh, wait. All lives matter.
Okay,
All lives
I'm
matter.
the oxy, you're the moron. Oh, do you see that? No, Mel says, I'm the oxy, you're the moron. I'm the ox.
You're the more.
One of these days, I'm going to figure out which. There. Oh,
Right.
hello, Kyle. Sonny, no, I didn't confuse. Oh, Matlock. Well, wasn't there a murder? Okay, first of all, it's Murdoch, but it's where did Murdoch
Scottish.
come from? Oh, hold on,
Scottish.
it's not the 18. 18. Murdoch. 18. 18. That was it.
Before my time.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say to these people, do you?
Nope.
Who's going to buy me an air fryer? Kyle? Cheapo?
Hey, I haven't even gotten ketchup chips
Ray?
yet, Sonny.
I've got a pendulum either. That was the 18. Yeah. Well, we were good, Kyle. So you showed up. Now we're all just gonna go silent now. Kyle's here. Not much to see around here, Kyle. Not much to see.
Oh, hell.
Actually, who is Kyle?
Thank you.
What? Matlock, yeah. I was thinking of Matlock. Yeah. Hey, Grandma, how you doing? I need to stop listening in the background while I clean and paint. I keep missing people. Go clean and paint. I love this channel so much because you guys make me laugh. Helen, you are now one of my favorite people. If you could just, every time we do a live, put that note the live, I don't know, just copy and paste it a few times. That would be great. Thanks.
Sonny.
Anybody else
Grandma
care
watches.
kind words like that to me?
Grandma watches says hi, never hugs, and that's kind of my family motto. I know what she meant, but
I never hugs. Oh wait, she said something else like this. What's this one? Oh, I'm not happy at all. This is my sad face. But no, thank you so much. Just chalk it up to hubby time. Yeah.
Yeah, Elizabeth, I don't know. Someone said they make all inmates do that, but I'm not sure, to be honest, in South Carolina.
Oh, yeah, shave their head. They have to. That's from the Gospel Brian Enton. I saw him say that.
Probably keeps the lice and crabs from coming in.
He's laughing with us, not at us. Thank you. I remember when a teacher said that to me. He's going, they're not laughing with you. And I'm just like, so? Like, I care. What does it matter as long as they were laughing? He was a good look, but I kind of was an attitude person. Give me attitude and I'll give you it back. Even to the teacher.
No.
What?
You?
What?
No. Attitude?
Which way? Who?
You.
Me? I think I got my finger right the whole time. Oh my God.
Uh,
Okay. You know what? Okay. This is this is making me laugh right now, people. So, I, okay. Did any of you guys go check page 118 out in any book? Was did any of you guys go do that? Did any of you guys for the Brian Koberger on one of his listings where it says something underlined for 118? Anybody at all? Go check that. Anybody? I did. I found this great site that you could preview what to do with. Yep. I got bored after 6 of them. Yep. But what happened on Reddit today? This thing pops up going, so how many people have did it for 118? And I literally just saw something pop up now going and some okay. Okay, I was smart enough to check it, okay, Kathy?
what
I
book?
was smart enough to go look at a few books. Didn't find a few. I don't remember. It was a great site though. I know that because all I had to do was click preview to one. It was like boom, boom, boom. And after the well, I found nothing, Elizabeth. I mean, if I found something, I would have told you guys by now. Found nothing. You guys don't forget to check out
Sunny,
our
is it this one?
merchandise site.
Sunny, is it this one? Let me send it to you.
Hey, I almost freaking lost an ice cube. Is it that one? What the heck is that? Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Could be.
You want me to show it?
Sure. I mean, if you want to.
Because it was who sent you that?
It's on Reddit.
That's deep.
This is from the inside the mind of BTK.
I've seen BTK's one. Hold on.
This is from.
Detailed their interest in that. Oh, I got a knife collector. Oh, husband is gaming. He might own a large town.
Helen asked if we can
You
read
should
it.
read it. No, don't read it. No, that's because Helen asked. That's why I said don't read it.
Oh.
Wait. Helen's my best friend now. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read it for Helen.
Okay. So this is from inside the mind of the BTK, and we don't know that this is the book they're referring to clearly, but
I'll bring it.
I just pulled this up on Reddit, and so I'm going to read it. This is page 118, 405 of the book Inside the Mind of BTK. It reads, detail their interest in corn, detective magazines, and band-aids, restraints like blindfolds, gags, and hoods. I'd expect someone like this to be an outdoorsman, a gun or knife collector. He might own a large dog like a Doberman and a pseudo-mercenary soldier of fortune type of mentality. I decided to shift gears just a bit and focus more on how this guy went about unaliving. It's not important to us if he unalived before in another community, I said. What's important to us is those first one or two unalivings in Wichita. That's why Otoro and Bright are important. In that first homicide, he selects an area where he feels a great deal of comfort. He knows deep down that he can get away with this crime there. To do what he has to do, he needs a great amount of time and to do what he must to feel safe. I think there's a strong possibility He knew his first victims, at least casually, or had observed them. Although now, 10 years later, I believe he's no doubt changing his MO. And then highlighted, it says, all it might take for him to feel comfortable about a certain area, said Hazelwood, is to drive through it a sufficient number of times. So, is that a something burger or a nothing burger?
I think it's a nothing burger. What do you guys think? I hear my husband gaming back there. I think it's a nothing burger. Do. Mm-hmm. Thanks for heaps for doing that. Appreciate it. No problem. Only because of all your nice pleasantries. You're welcome.
And the use of one of my favorite emojis.
Yeah. Oh. Is that a heart with a? Yeah.
It's like an exclamation mark.
Nothing burger too.
It's like an exclamation mark heart.
Yeah, that's what I thought with a heart. Oh, gotcha. I don't see that one too often. My husband's gonna hyperventilate gaming. It seems like over there again.
Call of
All
Duty.
I hear is him and his brother going off. Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know.
They're like, you're the worst 12-year-old ever.
What do I want to do today? He has no sense of tone. I thought Ray said he was leaving. He's such a liar. He's a liar. What's going on?
Do you think Deb meant co-burger?
What?
Do you think Deb meant to say co-burger instead of co-worker? I'm just playing Deb.
That's a good typo.
I'm just playing Deb. Oh, I was like, what coworker?
Okay, the user is literally going to blame the audio. For me, it's a split burger. Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, we could split hairs over it, I suppose.
Maybe it's a patty melt.
Yeah. You know, the fun thing about those things like page 118, that's when we let Reddit take over. Let them do the work.
And
let
Reddit
them
does
find
Reddit.
The answers, and then we'll repost it.
Right. Reddit will Reddit.
Deb just had it correct. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What are you guys up to today? What are you guys all up to today out there? You guys doing anything? Because I'm trying. Oh, I made another channel.
Maybe.
Oh, yes, I did. You want to see what it's called? You want to see what it's called?
Just ask Sunny and Aspen. I'm kidding.
Actually, no. Oh, don't torture me more, bud. Maybe tomorrow burger. I don't even know if I can find it, actually. I don't know. Can I find it? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. 1 second. What did I call it again? Hold on. What is it? Just made the darn thing. Oh, yeah.
And Kathy, that's very possible. You know, this was just from Reddit. We don't know that's the book they're referring to at all. Ray, that is improper.
Well, you said something was underlined, right? Hey, where'd it go? Oh, this is okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can minimize this. I'll put you here. Can you go there? Go right there. No, go right there. Go right there. Can't you go there? Can't you go there? Stupid thing. Oh, see my new channel? It's called Gossip Dirty Laundry. But it's nothing to do with true crime. It's nothing to do with anything to do with true crime.
What's
It's simply going to be like celebrity gossip and stuff. To do with like celebrity gossip and like little people, big world gossip and gossip. Like celeb gossip. Gossip. Yeah, it's called Gossip Dirty Laundry. Yeah. I don't know. I was literally just making an account, and then I was just like, I want to do a gossip one, like just off of the like little celeb ones, just little tiny videos, Anyways, hold on.
I need ideas
I'm
for
not gonna make
if I'm going to do
you
this
guys
reaction
subscribe.
channel. If I'm going to do this reaction channel, I need ideas
need
for
what?
the name of the channel. Ideas for the name of the channel.
Reaction channel. Like that's probably not taken, huh? What do you guys think? Guys got 9 more minutes. 9 more. I can't even talk. I think I've been
8.
drinking or something. I'm waiting to mail around. Deb sent more pics because these are all sticky. Duda. Building bookshelves, rearranging rooms. Well, if they found me or found that page, it has a book. In his book, it might have meaning. Well, there's the thing is that there's hundreds of books out there.
You mean
And I'm sure
millions
that
of
they all
books?
have meaning. Relaxing after long 2 weeks. I have a new baby grandson born February. Well, he wasn't born on my Satan's sister's birthday, February 25th. 6 weeks early.
Congratulations.
But he is doing. Babies are. Yeah, they're just so darn innocent. They're just so darn innocent. They're such sweet little gifts. I wish. I don't even know that I'll ever be a grandma. I got one son, who I don't know if he's straight or not. I think he is. But I can't. He's anyway. So
You have what?
I don't know if I'll ever be a grandma. I really don't. I don't know if I'll ever be. I have one jerk off little, 26 years old. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be a grandma. I hope so. I mean, if not, I don't know. If it came for that part, I never thought I'd only have one child. Definitely always pick having grandchildren. I'm a great mom, great grandma. I'm just gonna have to adopt more cats and pets or something. Be a crazy kooky lady. I've only got one son as well. Yeah. Hey, is yours a little shit like mine is, Helen? Oh, you have 2 grandchildren. There's a difference. Yeah, mine repels females, I'm pretty sure. Mine doesn't know how to treat females. That's for sure. Sure didn't get that from my side. I'm not ready for that. Yeah, you are. Cold truth, how
This is Cold Truth, a MILF.
fucking MILF. Aspen Connor, it looks like you can't spell Elizabeth. Black Beanie reacts. Black Beanie reacts. Albino. You're not quite an albino.
Not quite. Where was that?
Okay. Oh, look at these people. Everyone can't type today. Yeah, Aspeb. Oh, yeah. Co-worker. What was the other one I just saw? You guys are really family here, aren't you? I know you guys can type. He is married, honey. He will wait till he waited till he was 32, then settled down. Family do take longer. What? I'll tell you. Yeah, mine's 26. Acts like he's freaking 10. Well, maybe 12. Mature. Like, my kid's smart and yet dumb in lots of ways too. But he should, yeah.
Deb wants to know what the new channel name is.
I'm
Honey?
too immature to be a grandma. It's called
Grandma Watches.
I tell you, you know what's going to happen. It's true crime channel. The true crime channel.
I gotta go.
What's it called again?
Something gossip.
Laundry.
Gossip, dirty laundry.
Shh. Yeah. Okay. 2.5 more minutes, people. Anybody have anything else to say? My daughter and her hubby told me that they have 2 dogs, and that's all I'm getting.
Fork and Deb. We should name it Fork and Deb.
Oh, I thought Grandma Watches said no one likes you to Deb. No likes for you.
Oh, look, Helen can't talk today either. Helen said her son's a mental health worker.
We should do outtakes.
Maybe half the show.
What was I going to do? I just had a plan in my head of something I was going to do today. What the heck was I going to do? I'm going to go do this, and now I forget what I was going to do. Yeah. Oh, tomorrow night, don't forget members only. If you're not a member and you want to become one, it's $1.99. Are you out of your mind? 99, are you out of your mind?
Don't make me holla.
Look at those people. YouTube is auto-correcting bad.
I agree.
Anyways, okay. I'm good. YouTube is auto-correcting bad. Okay. I'm good. I know I got something. I was going to do something.
We'll probably be back in a few
hours.
Anyways,
I'm good. We're at the 1.5 hour mark. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Depends what I'm gonna do. feel like I was going to do something special, and now I can't remember what I was going to do, to be honest with you. Yeah.
I might go play around with that
Anyways,
app
you
again.
guys. That funny face out?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
You guys weren't, forget it. I was going to show the one.
I don't know if they're copyrighted.
That one. Oh, they got music to them.
Well, even the I just don't know if I don't know if they're copyrighted. They're from an app. Deb, no. Deb, delete that.
Travel again. I don't know. You want to go traveling tonight and do some fun, Adam?
Maybe. Yeah.
You want to play a little bit of games tonight with people?
We can do that. Yeah, I'll be around.
Okay, you're only allowed back. You're only allowed back if you're drinking, and it can't be water, and it can't be milk, and it has to have some sort of, and even if you're not an alcohol person, it still has to have that in it.
You could have or if you don't do that, you could do this. Okay.
You can do that. If you don't drink, you can do that instead. Come back, guys. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll go find. We'll go on a tour tonight. Google Earth. Whoever comes back, think of one place that you want us to take you. So it better be good. One place, or else I'm putting you guys all on Alcatraz, and we're gonna stay on Alcatraz because Okay. So whoever comes back tonight, you can think of one place that's cool that you want it to be. All right. Opens up some fortune cookies. Maybe I'll pull you. You know what? I'll pull you guys. I'll pull out my own freaking tarot deck here. Even pull out a card for each of you. All right. Okay. Love you guys.
That is scary. My mind just worked like Ray Jones.
You sound like you're. Remember how CD was saying that Julian Powell was the Joker? I feel like you just mimicked him right there for a second. Yeah. Creepy vibes. Yeah. Keep it Northern style, guy style. Okay? Get out of here. Okay. So, anyways, Deb's basement, right? Hey, Deb, I'm pretty sure we would have 100 people in now if you just let those people out of your basement. Just an option. Just putting it out there. Wouldn't that be creepy vibes if actually Deb really did have this dungeon in a basement? Anyways, just free them. Free them, Deb. Anyways, you guys, we'll see you guys later, I guess, Yeah. Don't forget to bring some of that or whatever. Okay. See you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.